Hey guys, this is a deficit push-up tutorial. This is another way of upping your push-up game. If you have really solid push-ups already, I recommend that you don't try this unless you have 10 really good push-ups. So if you don't have that, go back and check out my push-up tutorial and build up to that first. But if you're ready to take your push-ups to the next level, then this is a great way of doing that. So this is a deficit push-up. Deficit basically means that we do it off of, instead of going to baseline, so if we were doing it to the floor, we'd be pushing up like this. We're going to add a deficit. So we're going to add a little surface for our hands, which means we have to get our chest a little bit further down. So instead of doing this range of motion, see where my arms, the amount of extension, shoulder extension that my arms go into, I have to go a little bit further. So it's increasing the range of motion. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm at home, so I'm going to use books that are, I've got two books here that are pretty much the same size, and you want to start with a really small deficit to start with. Okay, you want to line them up so that they're exactly chest width apart. Okay, if they're too close together, you're not going to be able to get your chest in between the books. Okay, so you want to have them over here. At the same time, you don't want them too wide apart, because then you're going to have your hands really wide apart, and you're not going to be able to do the exercise properly. So you want to have them chest width apart. You want to be able to slot your chest in between the two books. Then you're going to put your hands lining your thumbs right up to the edge of the book. Okay, and hands facing forward. Okay, you don't want them turned out or anything like that. From here, get up into our push-up position, into our high plank. Then you're going to go all the way down to the floor and push all the way back up. Okay? You're going to work through making sure you're touching all the way down to the floor. That's the whole point. If you're doing half reps, then it's just completely arbitrary. Okay? The whole point of this is that we've increased the range of motion that you have to work through. So start with a small deficit and increase the deficit gradually over time. Obviously, this is easiest in a gym where you've got plates that are all the same size. But if you have to, we all have books at home. Just build this up using books. Try and make sure it's pretty much the same height. Work in the rep range that I gave you. So if I told you to do 10 of these, then when you're able to do 10, you want to increase the height, you want to increase the deficit and work through a bigger range of motion, and then build that up as well. And this is going to really improve the number of push-ups that you can do without a deficit, because now your muscles are able to do that work through a bigger range of motion. So it's going to be much easier for them to do regular push-ups. So that's it. That's the deficit push-up tutorial.